Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Link's Awakening! Today, we're gonna seek out the 8th dungeon, get that taken care of, find the final instrument of the sirens. And that way we can apparently wake up this windfish or whatever that's been dreaming. And keeping us here on this crazy island. First of all though, we're gonna return Bow Wow because, while we think he's really cool and he's a great sidekick, he does belong to somebody, and it wouldn't be right to just, you know, keep him. That'd just be mean. I mean, come on, who finds a lost dog and doesn't return it? How rude. Anyway, to get back to town, we're gonna go through this cave again. And we're gonna come out in that dream shrine, you know, that we were here before. We were here before. We grabbed the ocarina, recall? Anyway, see? We're back in town. Bow Wow, if you remember, belongs in this house that is down here to the southwest. And to return him, all we gotta do is go inside, talk to Madame Bow Wow, and collect our prize. I wonder what it could be. Why, thank you. Oh. Wow. Great. Thanks. Yeah, here. Eat a pot, lady. Alright. Maybe we probably should have just kept him. Whatever! Anyway, let's go find the 8th dungeon. Alright, to get to the 8th dungeon, we're gonna go into the Rooster Cave again! Yes, this very important cave is actually a link to several dungeons. This time we're gonna go over here to the west, and make our way north, one screen, and enter these stairs. Come on, Marty, get in the stairs, quit messing around. Alright, so, the 8th dungeon is actually right over here behind this wall, and here we are. We've actually been in this part of the dungeon before, but we were just passing through on the way to another one. So, this time though, we're going to enter the 6th dungeon. Watch out for the bouncing Willwrights crabs. They are, they're not that deadly, they just hop in one place. Alright, so these guys, you can't really hurt them. Well, I guess you could with bombs, but you don't need to hurt them. You know, they're not that deadly. Alright, these rooms that we're going through are all not very important at all. They're just kind of a passageway to get to where we need to go. Oh god, was that a bird? Okay, I think the bird is following me. Or maybe I'm just getting paranoid. Anyway, this part should look familiar. Like I said, we have passed through here before. But we're gonna go a different way. Watch out for the exploding bats. You can just kind of watch them if you want. They don't really come after you or anything. Ooh, that was painful. Alright, so, nab this extra piece of heart down here. We have 2. Hey, only 2 more. We get another heart container. I'm not going to try and go for all the pieces of heart. Maybe. I don't know. It's not really that important to have that much life in your inventory because, really, this game isn't that hard. You know, as you can see, a lot of the enemies are not very dangerous. A lot of the bosses are not very dangerous, and some dungeons are just missing bosses altogether. So, really, I don't know why you get so much life. Oh well. Whatever. What can you do? Oh, I'm doing that glove problem wrong. Whatever. I don't need to do it anyway. Alright, so, this dungeon has a lot of empty rooms, which, I mean, maybe they ran out of ideas by the time they got to the 8th dungeon, I don't really know, but, there's just a lot of empty rooms. It's really kind of annoying, if you ask me. They could have at least thrown some enemies in here, you know, or some traps, some kind of, puzzle to solve, something. That's something that a lot of the later Zelda games added on. They added more puzzles and enemies in the dungeons, and you don't end up with this, kind of wandering through empty rooms, trying to find where you're supposed to go. Just really crazy, if you ask me. Anyway, we're going to be to our destination soon, do not worry. It isn't that far. The dungeon is actually quite large, as you can see. Takes a lot of traversing to get through. They could have, you know, some lava, a hole, something to jump over. I mean, come on. Whatever. Anyway, here we are. More wizards trying to teleport around in this room. Alright, don't go up there. We have actually not ready to fight a boss yet. Oh boy, I think that's a bird too, isn't it? This bird is following me. I'm getting paranoid, but it's following me. Bird phone right there. Oh god. He's everywhere. Alright. This part of the dungeon is kind of repeating itself a little bit, but, you know, don't let that throw you off. We can figure out where we're going pretty easily. As you can see, the clues about where to go are pretty obvious. There's that man with the bread again. He's actually impossible to kill here. Alright, that field there is trying to push us away. To handle it, though, you just use your Pegasus boots. And just kind of push against it as hard as you can. Make sure you don't fall in the hole, and you'll be good. Good to go. Okay, now I think I might have gotten lost. I need to go north. Here we go. Now we're on the right track. This looks familiar. There we go. Okay. Alright. I got it now. We're on the right track. Okay, so make your way through this room here, and over to the right. And here is a treasure chest that we've already collected earlier, actually. That was the treasure chest that contained the flippers, if you remember. Alright, so now we're to the boss of the dungeon. It is a swimming frog monster. Probably related to the frog monster we fought in the previous dungeon. He's really easy to beat, though. All you gotta do is spin attack the back of him or attack the back of him. Not really hard. Most times he just hangs out in the corner. Anyway, he is defeated. Really weird to have such an easy boss for the 8th dungeon. I don't know, he seems more like mid-boss material to me, but whatever. What can I say? Grab the fairy to heal yourself and you'll be good to go. Shit, watch out where you're going there, buddy. We don't need that key. We'll get another key later anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, so these guys, we need to flip them over. There we go. As you can see, he's upside down now. Alright, watch out for the rabbit X-monster plant there, and the phones. I think the game is just trying to taunt you by now, with the phones and the birds everywhere. It's really just a mental game. Someone mentioned that the game is kind of a mental game. Bugging your head and everything, and it just... I don't know. Anyway, here's the item of the dungeon. It is yet another power-up for the bracelet. I think we could probably lift the planet by now, with the amount of level-ups we've gotten for this power bracelet. Anyway, we can nab that key there. And now that we've defeated the boss, we can actually do this puzzle in this room. And let's kill this bird phone here. These cronies are everywhere. Alright, this puzzle is pretty easy. All you do is step on the glowing tile. Pretty elementary if you ask me, but whatever. We'll take it. Alright, so the instrument is actually right over here. Hey, there it is. It looks like another conch. Very strange. Ah, but they call it... That's not a triangle. What the hell? Come on, designers, you couldn't have at least drawn a unique sprite for the coral triangle? Seriously? Come on. At least it's got a distinct tone. Oh well, that is it. We have collected all 8 instruments of the sirens. We're going to be ready to wake that windfish. Something calls from the mountains. Well, it makes sense. Anyway, that's going to be it for this dungeon. I'll see you guys next time.